how are you all doing? I accidentally deleted the intro for this daily dose vlog, so apologies about that. I have something on the lens. The camera's been outside while we've been doing renovations, so it got a little bit muddy, but I just wanted to do a new intro because I accidentally deleted it off the memory card. But I'm so excited. This is going to be kind of a garden renovation. We are really renovating the garden. We're not just tidying it up. The paving stones in this video get jet washed. I paint paving stones. Sean's taken out loads of bushes behind the hut. The hut gets a jet wash. We're going to be treating the hut with like a wood treatment. There's just loads going on in this video. It's primarily garden renovation. We're really trying to transform the garden. So basically I want to tell you a little bit of backstory about the garden, just in case you're new here or in case you haven't been keeping up with the vlogs. When we moved the house, the garden was in an alright state, but there was a lot of things that me and Sean just didn't like about the garden. The sleep as so basically one side of the garden were cordoned off for a long period of time just because it wasn't safe for the puppies when we first got them. And now they're older, we're not too bothered, but we just kept it cordoned off with fencing. It looked awful. We weren't happy with it. We knew the garden was a project that we needed to get started on. So Sean took this week off work so we could both really have a go at the garden and get as much done as we possibly can, because you know your garden is a place where you go when it's hot, and we've been having a lot of hot weather in England right now, so we'd really like to be able to take advantage of the garden, but it just wasn't how we liked it. We bought a garden like sofa set thing from I believe the range, or I believe it might have just been an online site, in about March for £700, and literally that's the only thing we've kind of done to the garden apart from like mowing the lawn and stuff like that. So one side of it's been sectioned off since we moved into the house, which was December last year, and to be fair, it's been a bit shit, not gonna lie. We've had to cordon it off just because it wasn't safe for the puppies. We didn't know what was behind the hut because it was all covered in bushes. We didn't know if the fence was safe. We didn't know if there was any holes in the fence. So we cordoned it off so that one side was safe for the pups and we knew it was safe and we didn't have to worry about it. But obviously we want to open the garden up so that the pups have a bigger place to play, where you can have a nicer space to sit, have friends over, have little garden get-togethers. So yeah, it's a project. It's still ongoing, but this week we've really given it our all, tried really hard with it, and next week's vlog will also be garden orientated. But yeah, so this is just going to be a garden renovation vlog. I hope you enjoy. If you've got any questions about the garden, leave it in the comments below. If you've got any ideas of anything we can do in the garden, also leave it in the comments below. We did look at getting a company in, but all of the companies that I contacted said they couldn't get in until next year. And obviously we don't want to waste a full year in the house and not be able to use the garden. So we decided that we would just do what we can for it now. We're not professionals. We've never did a garden in our life, so we're just doing what we think is going to work temporarily. But honestly, if it looks decent, then we'll probably keep it like this. We'll have long term, or not even long term, but for the back of the garden, it's kind of been abandoned since we moved in. The man had it cordoned off because he used to keep dogs in there. He's had chickens in there in the past, nothing of which we're going to do. We would like that garden to be a useful part of the garden. So on the floor, we would like to actually get new patio at the very back of the garden, I think, because the patio that's currently there is just not great at all. We need a new fence right at the back of the garden as well, because the fencing isn't great at all. We're going to take down the wiring and everything like that, but that's not something we're doing immediately. It'll probably be like within the next kind of few weeks to months, but we're mainly focusing on the area of the garden like in front of the hut, just as you walk out the back door. You'll see as the video goes on. But yeah, so I just want to explain, at the back of the garden we'd like to have a pergola or something like that, I think that's what they're called, where we can have like a nice seating area, add like some little fairy lights with like, you know, little battery operated fairy lights, because Sean said we're going to have electric ones because he'd have to like dig the full garden, but we can have some battery ones, you know, that'll do me. But yeah, so we'd like to have like a pergola seating area up there, just a nice private area. That would be really nice. But without further rat-a-tat-tat, I'm going to let you get on with the video. I hope you enjoy it. Lots of satisfying time lapses. And yeah, thanks so much for clicking on this video.
Morning campers. That's the garden. What a clip. Make a starting at the day again. Keep saying that all the time. But next few days cracking on. Next week cracking on. Need it sorted. Got stuff on order, bits of wood and that, hard to get at the moment like wood, so, but my mum and dad are coming round to help her do bits and bobs, things like that, and then just get it sorted, looking a bit better, you know, we'll see. Demi's still in bed waiting for her to get up. Yeah, my mum and dad are coming round, bit. It's been boiling this week if you live in England. Nice grey start of the morning, so that's good, really. The dogs haven't been out for much, and we haven't really, you know, so hopefully we can get a bit of garden done when it's a bit cloudy. Right, so yeah, I need a haircut, but so what? Got some wood, new sleepers, and wood for around the hut. To be honest, I got loads of wood there, like, I'm sure I measured it right, like. Got me wood, I think I wanted a bit too much, but it's hard to come by now, and it's expensive, and I got them quite good price at it's a local, like, timber yard, so plenty to do with the day. Sleepers are going to go in there. You can see that where that grass is there. They're going to go in there where they were, but the ones out there were rotting away. I've got a little list. I've got them to do. Clear around the hut, just so it's all prepped for doing the wood tomorrow, putting that on. As you'll see when that was the plan. I've got an idea and a plan. Hopefully I can do it. And then tidy up that. Get as much as I can in my bin. See what happens. So I'm off for the week pretty much, and the garden's going to get done, complete and finished. But obviously, say you got some wood, sleepers, and I don't know what you call them, but thinner pieces of wood. Got from like a timber yard in Newcastle. Yeah, quite a good one, cheap price. So I got probably a bit more wood than I needed really, but it's just hard to come by, hard to get. So got more than enough for that. Probably got double, to be honest, like, but it'll keep. So we're going to crack on that today. I want to get the sleepers in. I want to clear like around the hut, so because the lighter pieces of wood, the lighter long pieces, they're going to go around the base of the hut, which I've got an idea what I'm doing. Hopefully that'll work well. And then tidy up as well. Get all the stuff into like the garden bin, things like that. Got a list each day of the week, so I'm off all week. Hopefully get it done, dusted, because I want the dogs a bit of run around the garden, and I just want a nice garden. Sick of it the way it is. Kind of in two stages. The back of the garden goes back further than you can actually see from the house, because it's covered in, there's loads of bushes at the back and things like that, and there's two fences kind of thing blocking it. So we're gonna, the back part will be getting done later on, because just money as well. Money, like, to buy a fence now, like the stuff you need for a fence is a fortune, so that ain't happening yet anyway. We don't need any new. We're gonna just do with the back fence. Just needs a couple of new posts and things like that. Needs a paint, so we're just gonna do that really, because the price of wood is ridiculous now. Even the place I got them from, good price for what they are at the time we are now, but still for a fence it's a bit more wood and too much money. And there's quite a bit of area at the back. There's like another patio and things like that. So that's the sort of stuff that I want to sort out, and I've got plans for that back bit, which probably be a couple of months time, but we'll get there. Rather knackered, but there's a couple of sleepers in there and there. Look quite good, but I realised this when I cut the end, it's like a open end, so I've got the treatment for the shed coming tomorrow, so I'll actually finish them off tomorrow, because I'll need to like treat the ends where I've cut them, you know, with a wood treatment, so it protects them. So I've cut them and that, they're ready to go in, so I'll do that bit tomorrow, and actually I'm getting some soil as well, so I can help fill in the gaps, because like, see the gaps along there, down the sides and that, I've got some soil coming, so I can, stuff I've got here, it's rather stony and not that good. I've got topsoil and that coming anyway, so fill it with that, and then paint it again and screw it together. I'm going to have a break now, because I'm sweating. Yeah, there's a sleeper going across the middle of the grass for some reason, so that's getting took out as well. It's just stupid. And then the shed as well, it's been putting off, to be honest. The side of it and that, it's a right mess. The bottom of that shed is just terrible. So that would have to be it. Right, next job. Done the sleepers, moving on to this. It's clearing this, like, getting it like that basically. Nice clean edge, ready for the wood to go on, just like that. Oh, there, and obviously the back. Lovely mess.
Yeah, you know what I've done in the past. Still you say you and I, we can last. called you mine, I can't be the one that you need. Maybe if I change the way I love it, maybe if I try to fix this hurt thing, I could have stayed the night, I could have called you mine, and I'll be the one that you need.
Okay guys, so I'm helping with the gardening today. Yay me. This is the current situation, and we've just had a Wix delivery, so gonna suss out what's been delivered. We're gonna try and get all these weeds out, gonna use the jet wash and just see what we can get done. Guys, look at how satisfying it is. The patio is all being deweeded and jet washed. Seeing how badly it's laid though, like look at the gaps between there. I think that's kind of bad. To be fair, I think them 3 paving stones are smaller. I think they're just different compared to the rest. But yeah, this is the current situation. Hopefully it dries tomorrow because we've got a bit of water down the side.
My heart is beating to your drum, and I'm blinded by the sunshine in your eyes. Not thinking twice, and mine is done. Although I know you're all I want. How could I crave something so bad? My sweaty palms reveal a warning I should hear, but I don't care, you drive me mad. I'll know the truth and run to you, so we could drive away. You'll hear me say everything is gonna be okay. I don't need nobody else, obsessed with you, trying to stop me falling under your spell. Can't help myself. You know too well I need you close. Can't help myself. Trying to stop me falling under your spell. Can't help myself.
light setting.
What you were doing it there?
So the light setting.
Yeah.
Do you want a sprinkle?
No, man. You didn't do it before when the camera was turned off. You don't do it now.
The camera was on.
No.
I'm not going to, man. Stop shitting yourself. Why are you shitting yourself? Weapons down, hands up. Okay guys, so we've got some patio paint which we're going to use to paint this patio. Now this patio is shit. These three are just not the right size. They don't fit. They're different to all of the others. So what we're going to do is paint the border grey, which is the one I've got there, which I'm going to do first. All the outer ones, inner ones, are going to be white with a stenciled pattern. So this is the little before. Obviously we had it before when it was like full of weeds and that, but we've just washed it and all that, took the weeds out. This is how it looks. I feel like painting this with the stencil and pattern, it'll just give it a really nice area, and it'll make it look really nice against the hut. Hopefully we'll have a treatment for the hut, like a wood treatment, but I'm just going to get cracking with painting. Sean's measuring it for the stencil. Exciting! Okay guys, so all of the border has been painted Vermont grey. It is coming up more blue. I'm not sure why, probably because the patio is quite light, and it hasn't fully dried yet, so maybe when it dries down it will be darker, so we'll have to wait and see. But we'll probably have to do a second layer. That's just my little mat I've been kneeling on, and I'm going to do the inside white, but then we're going to do a pattern which we've bought with the grey colour over the top. So now I'm going to do all of this white. So yeah. End of day one patio update. So as you can see, these slabs on the outside have dried down darker, and I've painted all the middle white. It looks a bit messy, but that's because obviously there's no infill in the patio. We're going to do that tomorrow, and honestly, like, this was laid not that great because you can see they're tiny and smaller and have big gaps. That's why we're not putting the pattern on the border, because them ones are smaller and the stencils to fit them ones. So yeah, but this is the current update of what it looks like. We've cleaned the hut today, jet washed the hut and around the hut, put the new sleepers on, which you can see there. They're just a bit muddy because Sean's ill and filled the patches of grass with the soil. Tomorrow we'll be getting all of that filled with stones, hopefully, and new sleepers to go around the hut. Are they coming tomorrow? When they come in? Day after, so that'll be getting done eventually. New sleepers around the hut. This piece of concrete here is also going to be painted white, but Sean's going to trim the outer border. We're hoping to fill this bit here we're a bit debating, because obviously to take all of this out, it's going to be quite a big job. So we're either going to take all of this out and fill it with white stones along that border. If not really sure what our plan is, maybe sleepers or something, but we'll come up with that at a later date. But yeah, the hut's going to get some treatment on it, some like wood treatment, just to kind of preserve it a bit. And eventually we want to get around to actually painting the hut, or not painting it, like varnishing it, something like that. This back of the garden's still a mess. All of this round here is going to get removed. We're getting rid of the pampas grass. Sean's cut a lot of it down, but we're going to just get rid of it all, because the garden's actually quite big, but all of this bushery just takes up a lot of space, and that's going to be like in the middle of the garden, and it's just not that great. So we are getting rid of it. And then we'll have this here, a little Christmas tree, which honestly I would have loved to have kept, but it's just not in a great place. It's behind the hut. We want this area to be more open. Eventually, long-term plans, this pack of the garden's going to be a seating area, but that's going to be hopefully by the end of the year, but not immediately. All this grass is dead, so we need to try and fix this. Obviously this is the side of the garden that the pups have been allowed on. But yeah, that's a little garden update of what we've been doing today. I'm quite happy with that. I think it'll look a lot better once we've got the pattern on of the white. I think it'll look a lot better once we've got the pattern on the white paving stones, and once we've filled in the cracks as well. But I don't think it looks bad. I'm quite happy with it. Been filling in the cracks for hours on end. I have. I'm going to ring Sean and ask him to get more of the crack filler thing, because we haven't got that much.
Hello?
Hiya. All the pavements have started cracking.
What, the slabs?
Uh-huh.
Cracking?
Yeah, like big cracks down the middle of them. As soon as I was like putting the sand on and rubbing it in.
I don't know what that is then. Shouldn't be.
No, I'm just kidding.
Well, I was thinking, fucking hell.
Can you get some more of the sand from Wickes on the way home?
You used it all, like?
No, but I've done one bag used, and now I'm just going to open the other one.
Is it alright, like?
Yeah, I feel like it's alright. It's all over the slabs, like, but I feel like once it's dry, I'll have to wash that off.
I think so, I think you do that. And even so, I think you could just rinse it all off, I think, aye.
Yeah, but I'll wait till it's completely set, and I'm just getting all the sand in as much as I can. But I'm down to the last bag now, which I'll probably do is for this set of slabs. But then I'm going to start to weed in the other ones and stuff, so we'll need more.
Aye, right, so I'll have a look. Send us a picture of it, the front. Oh, no, I should have my emails.
Yeah.
In the same one, aye.
Okay. Bye.
Right. Right,
bye.
Bye.
He shit himself. Just kidding, he didn't. But you know, yeah, I'm gonna just finish my coffee and then open the other bag, because once you've opened the bag you have to like do it or else it'll like set. So I'm just gonna have my coffee and then I'll quit cracking with the rest. Okay guys, so I have put the product in all of the little like gaps. It says to allow 6 to 12 hours to set, but if it rains or anything like that, then you're probably going to have to allow 5 days to fully set. So yeah, but this is the product we use here. You can see that's the one. It took us a while, and I've been brushing the white pavements trying to get it all off, but it's like obviously bringing it out with the cracks. So I think I'm just going to leave it and then brush it when it's set. But then I'm worried if that bit will set, if the sand will set on the pavement. I'm not sure, I'll sort it out. But anyway, so yeah, all filled. I'm just going to have myself 5 minutes, because that is a lathering job. Absolutely like lathered off it. It's like a lot of brushing and sweeping in your unfit picture. It's not used to that type of work. Anyway, then my next job today will probably be sorting this pavement out. So I need to de-weed it all. It's an absolute state. Luna's done a lovely poo there, which I need to pick up. But look at the weeds. All of this needs de-weeded, and then this is going to get filled with that sand product as well. But I'm a little bit concerned about that because the product takes so long to set. I need to speak to Sean because obviously the dogs use this area, and if it takes 6 to 12 hours, I don't want them to be able to dig it out. So I'm going to have to speak to Sean about what we're going to do about that. And then we'll have stones arriving today for this black piece of fabric to go on top of here, and then stones are going around the hut as well. But yeah, that'll probably be another task of today. But yeah, girl needs a rest. I need a rest. Guys, I'm absolutely love it. So I've done this area, which does not look much, and there's still some bits I haven't done. Whew. I am so unfit, but honestly, this is such a tedious job. I still haven't picked the shit up. You've got to like dig your tool in and like scoop. My god, there's so much patio as well. I'm having a few minutes. If you're on a house buying journey and can buy a house that has a garden that you already like, it's going to save you a lot of time. Because I think that's like something I'm kind of now just like, why did we buy a garden like this? Like a house we've gone, to be fair, we'll love the house and want it to done. I know we'll appreciate it much more, but it's tedious.
We found love here, together we will shine, but we know we're running out of time, 'cause we made like strangers in the night.
So I'm having a breather. I've actually took the pampas tree out now. Area looking good. Sun's still out, which is good stuff, because we're due to have rain, I think, tonight and tomorrow. I've got the hut to paint, which should probably do that, but then I don't know how long it takes to dry, so probably just paint it and it'll start raining. So yeah, Demi sealed the patio, she's done that basically, so you'll see that it's done a good job. Probably finish it off and she'll be doing it, done the full lot really. Then I'm just trying to do a lot of the digging now, but I'm just knackered. It's like massive like trees, roots and all that, trying to take it out. It was just a big overgrown mess full of rubbish, so knackered I am. I got sweat dripping off us.
Okay guys, so I wasted my time this morning pulling all of them out because this part of the jet wash gets them out, it blasts them out. Like, I'm gonna show you, obviously it's really messy. I need to sweep all of this bit up, but let's just, where's the bit of weed? Yeah, I didn't realise you could do this, but look. It makes an absolute mess. I'm covered, the bin's covered, I'm covered in mud, but it gets it out a lot easier. So what I'm going to do is do as much of this as I can, then sweep it up, try and tidy it up a bit, push the dirt away, and then once I've done all that, I'll actually like jet wash the paving stones to clean them like I done with the other ones yesterday, and then I'll be able to put the sand in tomorrow hopefully, because I'm going to stay out until I can to get as much done as I can. But yeah, I'll time lapse you from it because I feel like you guys will really want to see this. It's quite satisfying. We've got a tired little handsome boy. Don't come to Louis' room because he's just so tired. And we've got a tired little girl here. Haven't we? Are you a tired little kid? Yeah. Little red eyes because you're so tired. I know. So it's the same day. Me and Sean have done a lot in the garden today. I've sanded all the patio area just in front of the hut, and then the patio just outside of the house we've de-weeded and brushed all the dirt off the weeds, and now we're going to go out and sort that out. So we're going to jet wash it so we'll actually get the slabs clean, because we're mainly focusing on shoving the weeds out. It looks much better. The sun's been out and dried it up, and I'm really happy with the way it looks. So we're going to jet wash it, and then maybe even get the sand down the night. Sean thinks we should just go for it, so we'll probably we'll see, but we'll probably get the sand down in that tonight as well. And then tomorrow the stones should be arriving, so we should have some stones, so we can do our stone area. The bark has arrived, but we'll probably do that tomorrow. Sleepers tomorrow. That'll be a big difference around the hut when we'll put them down. So tomorrow we're going to be working on the bedrooms in the house, but we've decided we're going to actually continue with the garden, just while we're in a rhythm of the garden and we've got things arriving. Friday I'm working all day and I'm at an event Friday night, so Sean might do either more gardening or the rooms upstairs, whatever he decides to do. Saturday I'm back home though, so I'll be able to do jobs on Saturday, so we'll probably do the rooms if you don't get them done. We'll probably do them Saturday, and Sunday probably back to the garden really. I'm quite enjoying it though. There's parts of it I think are enjoyable. Like this morning, guys, I was like de-weeding with a, what's that tool thing called? Just a de-weeder. Little saw thing, and honestly I was like, this is just not going to get done, because the patio area right outside of the house is quite a lot there, and I was like thinking in my head, this is not going to get done. And I'd asked Sean several times, can you jet wash out the weeds, and he'd said no. He said you can't do it, and I was like, I'm gonna do it. So I got the jet wash out, I got this tool which was like a pointy one, and I was adamant in my head that tool is made for weeds. So I put it on. What happened, Sean? It blasted the weeds out from the core. The root was just shooting out. I was buzzing because it means I didn't have to sit and shovel them all out. So we've done the full patio. I've noticed still a few little bits which I've missed because the full patio gets muddy, like so muddy. I was covered in head to toe in mud. It was blasting everywhere. But I've noticed a few bits that we've missed, so we'll probably just like blast them out, and then now we're going to focus on cleaning the slabs, because we pushed all of the like dirt off the slabs to the drains in the garden so we could get rid of the water. But it's dried out quick. I thought like, oh, it was logged, it looked so much, didn't it? But it actually dries out a lot. But it's like paint. Like I feel like any job, when you do it, it looks like worse, but then when it dries it's good. My paint looks good, but then patio slabs have got sand on them from the sand that I done earlier, so I'm going to probably relook at them tomorrow. I need to paint that bit of concrete white tomorrow.
I don't know if it'll look good white.
You don't want to do it white now?
I think if we paint it, it'll be hard. I paint it the same colour as the sleepers, and it might look like a sleeper.
You're not going to get that colour though.
I think it'll look much white.
Well, we'll think about that, because there's a slab of concrete which we need to paint, so we're not sure. We need to put the protectant on the hut.
Right, well, I thought that day, but it's not at the time, but it's expecting rain, so I don't know if you can paint it, and it's going to rain after.
Well, tomorrow if it's sunny, might get Brad to do it or something. Because my brother's coming to help out tomorrow with a few things. So yeah, we're getting there. It looks a lot better. I feel like when things start to look better, it makes you feel more motivated to just get it done, because you're like, right, it actually is looking better. But some of the things you do, you feel like it just doesn't look better for ages. Like you feel like you're just going round in circles. But yeah, we're progressing good. We're gonna stay out tonight until the sun goes down. I've had to change my clothes, guys, because I was literally lathered in mud. So yeah, we're gonna crack on, get the slabs cleaned, and probably get the sand down. If we both do the sand with a brush and that, we'll get it down.
First job tomorrow, when it's dry, it should be the hut.
Yeah.
Then it get that like varnished, and then it's clean a bit till the deliveries come.
Well, we've got the bark, so we can do the bark.
Do the back, a bit more digging out needs done.
Brad can help with that.
Yeah.
Then we need the fence will be hopefully gone, well, within the next kind of 2 weeks less, won't it? The fencing should be gone, so we can open the garden up, because today we had the fencing like down. The pups were at school, so we had the fence down so we could literally just go to and from, and the garden just, does look much better. Even my next door neighbour Linda had had a little look, and she had said it's looking much better, didn't she? It was nice to see, because then bless them must have thought, what, when we moved in we divided the garden with this bloody fence. Her and my neighbours must have thought, what, like what are they doing? But it was in our head, and I know a lot of you guys have asked on YouTube as well, but in our head it was because the pups were so tiny when we got them. The garden was all unlevel. We didn't want them going round with the hut. We didn't actually even know how safe the fence was, because we'd never really investigated it. So I didn't want them going into the neighbour's garden and out like that, and we just knew that that part of the garden was safe. So in our head it was like, well, we'll just let them have that part. And it wasn't like a small garden, it was decent for them. But they'll not know themselves when they have the full garden, will they? They'll not know, because when we took them on holiday, if you haven't seen, we vlogged the holiday, they had this huge garden and they loved it, like they loved exploring and stuff like that. And we're not replicating that garden, but we are like implementing things from that into ours. But yeah, they just didn't know what to do with themselves. Well, that's another thing we need to try and do as well, secure a few of the sleepers down, because a few of them are a bit wobbly. So all guns blazing, we better go back outside instead of chatting, because we'll never get done. But let's go and clean some patio. Let's go. Okay guys, so this is the patio since it's been deweeded. As you can see, it looks a lot fresher anyway, but we're just going to clean the slabs, because that's something we didn't do. We've had to put the fence back up just because the pups are back, and that area is not currently safe. But this is what it's looking like. Yeah, we need to clean these sleepers because they got a bit dirty when I was jet washing. But yeah, we're gonna jet wash the slabs, see how we get on with this.
When I get
Okay, so I'm going to end this Daily Dose of Us vlog here because it's already 41 minutes long, and I know if I keep it running tomorrow as well, we'll be well over the hour mark. One, my internet is absolutely shit, and an hour's video to upload will take hours. Plus I feel like who's going to sit for an hour? So we're going to do it in sections. So I really hope you enjoyed renovation of the garden vlog 1. I feel like we got quite a bit done in 2 days. Removed all of the, well, nearly all of the bushes from behind the hut. We've laid the black weed fabric to put the stones on top of. Sean laid some of the sleepers. I painted the patio. I got rid of all the weeds out of the patio at the front of the garden, and then they have been jet washed as well, and that's where the garden's currently at. Tomorrow we've got another busy day. Tomorrow will be a fresh vlog. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like the renovation vlogs, please give away a thumbs up, and I'll see you very shortly for another video. Bye.
A million people in the crowd.